Unveiling Indigenous North America, a journey through history and resilience. Embark on a journey through time to explore the rich and complex history of Indigenous peoples in North America, a story of resilience, adaptation, and enduring cultural strength. Delve into the ancient origins of the first peoples who inhabited the North American continent long before European contact. These were not a monolithic group, but a tapestry of diverse nations, each with unique languages, customs, and traditions. Archaeological evidence suggests migrations from north-central Asia across the Bering Land Bridge during the Pleistocene Ice Age, approximately 13,000 years ago. The Bering Land Bridge National Preserve offers a glimpse into this pivotal migration, showcasing the lives of these early inhabitants. From these origins, distinct tribes emerged, developing sophisticated societies and complex systems of governance. The Chaco Culture World Heritage Site stands as a testament to the advanced civilizations that shaped the pre-Columbian North American landscape. These societies thrived through intricate networks of alliances, confederacies, intermarriage, treaties, and trade agreements. Understanding these relationships is crucial to grasping the political and social landscape of pre-colonial North America. Like all civilizations, indigenous societies experienced periods of peace and prosperity, as well as times of conflict and upheaval. Oral traditions served as vital tools for preserving collective histories and memories through generations. Explore the profound impact of European arrival on indigenous societies, marking a turning point in North American history. The arrival of Europeans in the 1500s brought new challenges and transformations for indigenous peoples. European explorers established trading posts, missions, churches, and settlements, fundamentally altering the landscape and disrupting traditional ways of life. These sites represent not only European expansion, but also complex cross-cultural encounters. The Poste de Arkansas National Memorial exemplifies this convergence, where French traders and the Quapaw Indian village of Osodoroi interacted, clashed, and converged. Understanding these interactions is key to understanding the complexities of early colonial history. The American Revolutionary War further disrupted established alliances and trade patterns between European settlers and indigenous nations. The Fort Stanwix National Monument highlights the challenges faced by the Six Nations Confederacy during this tumultuous period. The Treaty of Paris, 1783, which concluded the Revolutionary War, failed to address the rights and concerns of the Six Nations allies. This betrayal marked a significant setback for indigenous sovereignty and self-determination. Examine the relentless westward expansion of the United States and its devastating consequences for indigenous peoples. After the colonies gained independence, the United States aggressively expanded its borders westward, leading to increased conflict with indigenous nations. Indigenous peoples faced immense pressure to cede their lands and assimilate into American society. Conflicts arose over land and border disputes, leading to violence and displacement. Tribes adopted various strategies for survival, including signing peace treaties and engaging in armed resistance. These strategies reflect the diverse responses to the challenges of colonization. President Andrew Jackson's Indian Removal Act of 1830 epitomized the government's policy of forced relocation. This act led to the displacement of approximately 100,000 people from their ancestral lands. The Trail of Tears, the forced removal of the Cherokee Nation in 1838, stands as a tragic example of the human cost of westward expansion. Nearly 5,000 Cherokee people perished during this devastating journey. Uncover the stories of resistance and resilience on the Great Plains, where indigenous nations fought to defend their lands and way of life. By the late 1800s, conflicts between American Indians and European American settlers escalated into violent clashes. Broken treaties and military campaigns led to devastating massacres, such as those at Washita Battlefield and Sand Creek. These sites serve as somber reminders of the brutality of the Indian Wars. The Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876 marked a significant victory for the Lakota Sioux and Northern Cheyenne nations. The Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument now interprets the stories of both the U.S. troops and the indigenous warriors. These battles represent the fierce resistance of indigenous peoples to the encroachment of European American settlers. They also highlight the devastating consequences of broken treaties and military aggression. Investigate the U.S. government's policies of assimilation and their impact on indigenous cultures and identities. As national borders reached the Pacific coast, the U.S. government implemented policies aimed at Americanizing and civilizing American Indians. These policies included outlawing indigenous religious ceremonies, promoting homesteading programs, and establishing boarding schools. The Pipestone Indian School Superintendent's House stands as a reminder of these assimilation efforts. Boarding schools forced American Indian children to abandon their languages, customs, and traditions. These policies resulted in the irreparable loss of indigenous cultures and ancestral knowledge. Despite these challenges, indigenous communities persevered, working to preserve their languages, traditions, and cultural identities. This resilience is a testament to the enduring strength of indigenous cultures. Examine the ongoing struggle for indigenous sovereignty and self-determination in the 20th and 21st centuries. Indigenous peoples carried their fight for legal equality and political sovereignty into the 20th century. The American Indian Movement, AIM, emerged during the Civil Rights Movement, advocating for native sovereignty, education, and an end to discrimination. AIM played a crucial role in raising awareness of indigenous issues and demanding change. The occupation of Alcatraz Island in 1969 brought national attention to American Indians' demands for self-determination. This act of protest galvanized a political movement that continues to this day. The U.S. government eventually reversed its policy of terminating native tribes and affirmed its commitment to American Indian self-determination. This marked a significant victory for indigenous sovereignty. As we conclude this journey through indigenous North American history, it is essential to recognize the ongoing struggles and triumphs of indigenous peoples. Their stories are integral to understanding the full narrative of North America. By learning about the past, we can foster greater understanding, respect, and appreciation for indigenous cultures and contributions. It is our responsibility to honor their resilience and support their ongoing efforts to preserve their heritage. Take action. Explore. Visit national parks and historic sites that interpret indigenous history and culture. Learn, read books, articles, and listen to podcasts by indigenous authors and scholars. Support. Donate to indigenous organizations that are working to preserve languages, cultures, and traditions. Advocate. Speak out against injustice and advocate for policies that support indigenous sovereignty and self-determination. Let us all commit to learning from the past and working towards a future where indigenous voices are heard, respected, and valued. Thank you for watching, and if you like these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.